Hello there once again. I'm Mrs. Rose Mbaya. I want us to continue sharing, discussing, and helping each other using Proverbs chapter 2 on how we can train our children, gain understanding, gain knowledge, and gain wisdom from God. And always remember, we are trying to raise godly children, and based on chapters in the book of Proverbs. Now, Proverbs chapter 2 verse 7 says, He, who is we, God, grants a treasure. A treasure is something precious. So God grants a treasure of common sense to the honest, and he shields those who walk with integrity. That God now is telling you, my parent, that is going to grant your son or daughter a treasure of common sense. There are many times we tell people, use your common sense. Use your common sense. And now the book tells us that common sense can only come from God. When you see your child go astray, he does not use common sense, it's because the common sense has not been granted to him from God himself. So that is verse 7 of chapter 2, Proverbs says, God grants a treasure of common sense to who? To the honest people. People who are honest. People who tell the truth. People who say, I will say the truth no matter what. If you can bear with me, parents, our children have taken lies as part of their lives. They can lie to you when you are just seeing. They can tell you something which is not true. Even as age 5, children can cheat. They're not honest. But if you tell children that if you become honest, God is going to give you a treasure of common sense. He'll give you a bank of something precious called common sense. And common sense will help you as you work with wisdom and knowledge, then plus common sense, plus insight, then understanding, then your child will be the best person ever you've raised. As the Bible says now, when he gives you common sense because you are honest, he's going to shield you and walk in integrity. Upright. You'll walk in uprightness. You know that I've been shielded by God. So I'll walk upright. I'm honest. I acquire much. I'm knowledgeable. I understand. Imagine all those things come from the fear of God. Just fearing God and knowing that God is there. I am because God made me to be who I am. And then the children understand that they are not there on their own. But if they lean on God, they lean on God's understanding, and God will be able to give them common sense to decide and do what is right. Then God will have them protected. A shield. A shield when an enemy wants to hit you, you shield yourself. You have seen the policemen. They have a shield. So when they throw that tear gas or they do something or you are throwing a stone to them, they have a shield. God says that he will shield you and you'll walk in integrity. You'll walk in uprightness. Now verse 8 says, God grants the path of the just and protects those who are faithful to him. So underline the word, he guards the path of the just. The just are those who are truthful. Be honest, be truthful, and God says, I'll protect you because you are faithful to me. So be faithful as you train your children to be faithful. Be upright as you train your children to be upright. Be honest and say what is true. And God will be pleased with you. Because remember, God does not work with sin. When you are sinful, God will turn your back on you, and he says, when you don't listen to my counsel, when you don't listen to my instructions, then time will come when you need me. A time will come when you call, I will not answer. A time will come when you will anxiously seek me, but you will not find me. Why? Because I gave you time. I told you be honest. I told you be just. I told you acquire understanding. I told you be faithful. And I'll give you a common sense that will direct you. But you refused. So remember, God will guide your path. God will walk with you. If you are truthful, if you are just, if you remain faithful, God is going to put a protection. Protection in wherever you go. He will protect you as you go out. He will protect you as you come in. In Psalms chapter 119, verse 105. Psalms 119 is the longest chapter in Psalms. So verse 105 says, God, your word is a lamp to my feet and a light to my path. That the word of God is going to order your steps. You'll walk with the Lord. The Lord will tell you, don't go here, take this path. And when you hear the voice of God, He's telling you, don't turn left, go straight, or go right, follow. Because God is faithful, and He says, His word will be a lamp and a guide to my feet, and it will also be a light to my path. Though you walk through the shadow of the valley of death, you will not fear evil. Why? Because God will have a shield to protect you, and God will walk with you and give you light. Verse 9 of Proverbs chapter 2 says, then you will understand what is right. When do I understand? Because I'm honest, I'm just, I'm faithful, and I walk in the counsel of God. I've acquired knowledge and understanding. I have insight. So, this God now will be able to show you what is right. He will be able to show you what is truthful. He will be able to do fairness with you, and He will also be able to help you find the way to go. He will help you to find the way to go. Verse 10 says, for wisdom will enter your heart. Wisdom will enter your heart, and knowledge will fill you with joy. Remember we said wisdom and knowledge from the word go. So He says in verse 10, now this God that you are fearing is going to enter your heart, and knowledge will fill you with joy. Knowledge, which means you'll acquire your educational tasks, you'll accomplish tasks in time, nobody will quarrel with you, you'll do assignments without help, and you'll know this is where I'm going, because God is going to lead you. So my dear parents, help your children to walk in fear of God, and God will grant you joy. God will give you peace. God will help you to train your children, and you'll be a happy parent because God will be in your children's training. Thank you very much. Let's continue shortly in our next episode. God bless you.